Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are just winding things down for our next match. I'm Ro. I'm here with Sammy, with Console, our camera guy, and next up is going to be 5hinymareepfan versus DoublePlusGood. And these guys are got some things going for either side. We've got some very well-known names here, right, Sammy?
Yeah, I mean, Hedgehog Hero is actually, a lot of people don't know this, but he's a retired wristwatch model. He was very successful in Europe for a number of years and actually retired at the age of 16 and decided to move back to North America. So he'll be playing in the North American Cup now. We also have Walrex, who, as we know, was very big in the African League, playing on Team Zimbabwe, and has now also brought his talents to North America. So a really interesting mix of players, globally when we look at it, really.
Yeah, that's really kind of what like the North American dream is all about. It's the melting pot of TF2 players. We get them from all walks of life, all the benefits. Hedgehog Hero specifically. All that wrist work. It's coming right into that demo aim. Flicking left and right. It's literally all in the wrist with this kid.
Yeah, I mean that training from an early age is really beneficial when you look back on it, because you get into those habits so young that you are able to execute without even thinking. He's able to sell a wristwatch without even working for the store. I mean that's a lot of skill, really.
Yeah, he learned the hard way in New York. His first venture when he just every time he went outside, just down the street, before you know it, his wrist was empty. So he learned the hard way that you can't always sell the watch, but over time he's learned. That's life. You gotta learn from your mistakes and pick up from there.
That's also a metaphor for TF2. Learning from your mistakes, improving, and becoming a better player. Hopefully, in the end of it.
Yeah, it's really the failure, as Yoda says, failure is the best teacher. So for all you Star Wars fans, TF2 is right where you belong.
Yeah, we're really good at failure.
Woo! Just right out there and say it.
Got real heavy on that one. Got real heavy on that
one. I've made myself
Bringing it
sad.
back up. We are in the second round of playoffs, and this is best of ones, and I think this is the quarterfinals, if I'm not mistaken.
This is very true. After this will be the semis and then the grand final. So this one of these teams is going to be contending for later on. We had to look at the teams. We kind of give it our once over to see what we were looking forward to. And both of these teams looked like they had potential to bring us a good game. And moreover, we just really think one of these teams might even make it to the grand finals potentially, because they're not on the side of Freotech, so they don't have to deal with losing to that. But hey, not to spoil anything, there's still a chance, they could beat Freotech if one of these teams makes it all the way to the end. Assuming Freotech isn't beaten before then.
On the day, you never know what's going to happen. That's the best thing about competitive video games is, someone could eat a bad enchilada, someone could have their keyboard crushed by a plane, you could have your pocket soldier quit the game halfway through the playoffs. You never know. Anything can happen.
Yeah, with such high stakes. I mean, what's the grand prize up to for this tournament right now? Is it like a ton of
actual money?
Oh, it's actual money. It's not even in-game items.
Yeah.
Imagine that. That's the benefit of Essentials and all the good stuff they've been doing with these monthly cups is it's actual money, actual prizes. We're seeing the fruits of labor of 9 years of development just coming together for actual cash prizes instead of pixels.
If all of them stars gets any money out of this, I'm expecting a modest fee for my play yesterday.
Absolutely. I mean, where would they be today were it not for you yesterday? I mean, you were talking about a 1v1 you made with Banny.
Yeah, I beat Banny in 1v1. It's going in my frag movie, so keep an eye open for that.
Yeah, that's really the highlight of their run. And hopefully we'll see some more of that action between these two teams, because these teams are basically fighting for their life. It's the final day, it's the quarterfinals. If you want to win that prize, you want to get a little share of that pot, reach out and grab it. Don't just roll over. I'm being informed by my producer that the winning team gets a fat prize pool of $60. I mean, that's basically like $10 a player. I mean, if all them stars have a reason, takes it down, you'll be getting like maybe 750 out of that, or 850, something to that effect. That's a good trade-off, right, Sammy?
I think so. I think that's a pretty equitable agreement.
Yeah, this is all gonna work out in the end, But hey, we're not just playing it for the money. I mean, technically they are playing it for the money, but it's also for the glory of appearing on an Essentials.TF cast. There's a lot of honor in that, especially as we get closer to those grand finals. There's a lot of hype to come when you've beaten all these other open teams and IM teams that have played for only a little while or for maybe even a couple of years, and you're just kind of measuring your steel against other players.
See,
Hopefully that aren't good steel.
I always thought it was a positive thing, that players rotated out of TF2 after they played at a high level for a while, because that means that every time we lose a Muma or a Numlocked or a Clockwork, I get that much better than everyone else just because I move one rung up the ladder. You know what I mean? So
That's
like
exactly right.
I'm at like silver UGC level, right? But every time we lose players at the top of the game, I just get a little bit better, just by comparison.
Exactly, guys. I mean, look at Banny. He was at the bottom at some point, guys. He really was. And over time, those top players just started disappearing, and now look where he's at. No one to keep him in check. So that's why we're having these cups. We want to see the next XBS or the next Shiny step into the limelight with Hedge or Walrex or V, and they're gonna be figuring things out. And as the new players and the old players, as they disappear, they get better and better. They fill in those shoes, and then eventually we will defeat Banny, because that's what this is all about.
It's an entire community bounding together to defeat Banny. He must be toppled.
Yeah, it'll happen. That's the thing. Is it's commitment.
I have faith in Europe to be able to do that. Cadus puts together some pretty good teams. Maybe they'll have another fair fight. I think the last LAN that was actually a fair fight was Rewind 1, because no team went to Insomnia and they were missing their star player for Rewind 2. So there actually hasn't been like a battle of the best in a year and a half. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, but it'll come. It'll come, because we need you guys out there to join these events, to get better, and to take it up there.
Grind it out. Get those 12,000 hours in.
Yeah, that's the secret. If Banny can become an expert, if you can become an expert at anything in 10,000 hours, TF2 is the easiest way to do that. Because like 90% of that is just achievement idle servers, right? I mean, that's what it was for me.
I started playing competitive after about 200 hours of pubbing, and I was ready to uninstall, and then someone showed me 66, and I was just like, this is the single best game I have ever played in my life. Changed my life forever.
The air shots, the 1v4s with Scout that win.
Not getting set on fire.
It's all that. That's
really all it was. It was just, man, I'm not getting set on fire every time I turn a corner. This is great.
No pyro meta. That's truly what we're working towards. That's our end game for Valve. That's our final call. Is, hey, we know you guys really tried. We appreciate the effort, but come on, guys, really, pyro? No,
yeah, just replace it with another heavy. Fine.
Yeah.
They could put in a female character to replace the pyro, and
that would be so good.
Just base it off of an Overwatch character or something.
Took the words right out of my mouth. If they're gonna steal from TF2, we're gonna steal right back. We'll be the next Sombra or something. Oh wait, no, it's Spy, so we can't really steal that one either.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, there's been a lot of posts about this on Reddit and TFTV about what the 10th class should be. I feel like they should just have it be like like the administrator, right?
Right. Because that was their plan, right? They wanted to make a game where there was a commander, and they realized it was really bad to make a game where some person is spectating the entire time.
Yeah, but he could come in
real life
and just
job.
Own people with amicus briefs, like red tape is like his, melee weapon. I think it could work. Fling paper clips, people.
Yeah. Well, we've been trying to entertain you guys. Hopefully, we've been entertaining you guys while we're waiting for these last two players to join.
I
It's
don't
my
know, man.
understanding
I
that
think
it's
they're hilarious.
yeah, I think we're hilarious too. We're waiting for Earthworker, and apparently Earthworker's cat died, and they're at a hospital. This is not just a meme like the wristwatch king hedgehog hero. Sorry, folks, that was a lie. That was a fabrication.
He's in a
But
lobby.
but yeah. Apparently, no, Earth's not at the hospital because his cat died. He's in a lobby. But
Hey!
Alex EXE has joined, and I'm assuming that's Hedge. Maybe. Is that Hedge console? Alex is not Hedge. His name is Alex. That makes sense. You know, if that's his name when he joins the server, that's probably his name. But that would make it tough because now we have two Alexes in the server. But I see Earthworker is joining, so we're not going to stall any longer, folks. We're finally getting closer to this match starting, and closer to the end of the NA Monthly, featuring such great teams as All Them Stars Have a Reason and 5hinymareepfan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hopefully they'll ready up and get started quickly so we can see this game get going. I'm anxious to see these teams play against each other. 5hinymareepfan, incidentally, owned us yesterday, All of Them Stars, so should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, got some names recognizable here. The only names I truly recognize are Shiny, Hedge, and XBS. And on the other team, I think I recognize Walrex, but that's because I also know a lot of WAL-based names. I knew a Wally, I knew a Walrus, and now here Walrex. But I'm pretty sure this Walrex might be the Walrus I'm thinking of, but I don't know.
Well, Walrex and V would play a lot of TF2 center lobbies, like a ton. Like, I have like 1,000 myself, and I've seen them in there quite often. Oh, we're getting started.
We're
Very
free,
exciting.
Sammy. We don't
Very
have to
exciting.
conjure up any kind of ideas for getting us through this downtime. We can actually talk about what we see in front of us, which includes Earthworker not hitting the ramp. He's just going to crater there a little bit, take a little bit of fall damage. And a follow-up from Walrex is going to take down that pack, so it won't be available. But Alexandros has made his way over to the IT room, where he's met with Alex and some other players, holding things down. Walrex getting a little bit aggressive here on the left side, going to be meeting up with Jets, who's working his way over there, trying to find an opportunity to push forward with the rest of the team, and there it is. Grabs the first frag on a Vosico, but Prograde, who might be streaming this even, gets aggressive here, and the collapse comes from both the soldiers, Nazara and Alexandros, taking out Earthworker. It's Walrex working his way around, soaring through the sky, but can't connect a rocket to save his life, and he will go down. So, we're seeing V, the medic, escaping, and the other medic, XBS, staying alive, but I think he popped Uber because, no, I just saw 2 8s and I thought it was 1 8. He has 88, not just 8%.
Yes. Through the magic of math, we have ascertained this. It looks like they're going to be fighting this on 2. Maybe they're thinking about it. They're trying to push up a little bit, but they might just wait it out. Now we know that both teams have Uber. They know that both teams have Uber. They haven't even set up anything on last. They're looking to push as quickly as they can, maybe get a pick. Oh, but Prograde goes down, and that's going to hurt them bad. I mean, they really needed him for last, and they're down 1. I'm really surprised that Red Team aren't pushing off of this. They're just kind of chilling on the point, waiting for what?
Jet's using forward spawn. I think he was going spy because he was in there a while, but he was just checking things out. Like, oh, they have a heavy, maybe they have a sniper, but no, he just confirmed there is no off class. So he's back on sniper. He's working his way in through this lobby, poking and prodding, working his way over. We do see a little bit of an opening created by Nazara. Meanwhile, Shiny also keeping tabs on this main entrance. I hope they do spot out those stickies. They're going to clear them out. And Jets is getting a lot of freedom here. Takes the shot. I don't think it connected with anyone, though. And this could be an opportunity to push in. Walrex on spy, though. Trying to do some defensive spy here. And he loses his cloak.
Interesting choice to go defensive spy when they've already pushed up into lobby. Preferably you want to drop the medic before that happens, but Looks like he's gonna be switching off here, back onto the soldier class, and they'll be able to defend as per usual. But they are really taking lobby. And Jets goes down to Alex. That was a nice shot by Alex, who just out-snipes him, and that means they are getting pushed out of lobby, and they're gonna be back on the second point. And really interesting to see if they push the second here. Oh, and Walrix goes in for a bomb on the point, and he's gonna die pretty much immediately. Didn't get any picks, even with the spam. Red team is gonna start poking around themselves. This is a really nice back and forth they have going here. No one's really getting enough of an advantage to push off of in any meaningful way, and they're just picking one for one back and forth.
Yeah, and that's kind of the ebb and flow of this, this unfortunate circumstance, but that's just kind of the way it goes. And I'm seeing bot mode in the channel. I hope he doesn't say anything and leaves shortly so that we can finish this cast. You see Jets getting that shot lined up. He's right around the corner from Prograde. Oh, doesn't connect it though. So that will be the end of that. And yeah, there it is. Jets not going to be able to stay alive. Alex doing a very good job of keeping tabs on him. His first shot of the evening. He's going to be rotating out, pushing up with the rest of the team. He didn't push it out as aggressively before, but with Walrex really deep right now, he has an opportunity to peek. He's dipping around the corner, but decides to back off. Doesn't have the support from Prograde. And unfortunately can't go any further than that. Doesn't get the angle he wants.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for them, and it's once again we're talking about the trade, and Alexandros goes down to Fosico, and yeah, I mean these one pick for one picks, these guys are really trying their best to get into last, but they're too afraid to commit, or they're losing too many people. The blue team moves into lobby, they're starting to think about going for another bomb, and ooh, Walrix is on spy again as he walks into the PC area. He's hoping that he can get something here, but he's not seeing anyone that he can get a stab off on.
Oh,
and it doesn't look like they're... Are they?
Yeah, Jetspo's looking around, shooting behind. Alexandros is on spy, and he's disguised as an enemy spy, so he knows it. And Walrix backs off, probably because he might have checked that there was a spy, and so they're backing out. But now, Alexandros, who's called out the spy, they're going to be playing very weird because they think there's a spy here. But Walrix went back, so this could actually, if like there were like 200 IQ, you could like do some kind of major shenanigans with that. Alexandros! Oh, the SMG, please. Right,
oh, and he loses 1v1. That's unfortunate.
That works out, I guess, you know, revolver versus a submachine gun. In the end, we do see Alex still on that sniper. They're trying to peek open this door, and he's getting a fully charged shot. He doesn't connect with anyone, even though Walrix was really deep in there, and Alex is going to get taken down by the stickies. So it looks really bad now for the blue team. I believe that's not 5hinymareepfan, that's DoublePlusGood. DoublePlus are going to be holding back here with 2 down. Here comes the opposition through the right lobby. They haven't popped at all, and they're getting time on the point, which is exactly how you need to play this. Force them to the point, and then get a better exchange. They lost Shiny, but they are going to be working their way in here as the Uber does go off from the 5hinymareepfan. It's going to be not really connecting with anything else here, but it's kind of scattered here. Finally, the trap from Earthworker is going to take down 2 players. We do see Alexandros still playing in that panic room. Comes out swinging, but gets taken down by Alex, and now it's looking really good as this is the time for DoublePlus to push out.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate that they had a lot of players really low. They just weren't able to clean up on those deaths, and like you said, as soon as those stickies went off, everyone just went down for the count. So really unfortunate push there. I think they had a good shot at it, and it was just foiled.
Foiled it was. Alex, no fear, gets punished for his fearlessness, his bravery. And now all these players are halfway through the choke point with no heals, and they just all melt. And there comes the Boston Basher. Jet's gonna get the frag before getting arrowed himself. And now it's Walrix. Tries to redeem something from this exchange. Does get a little bit of damage onto XBS, but does not manage to pull it off. V with 40% against XBS's 90, 100. It's gonna be really tough to defend this one.
Yeah, and they did the smart move here. They just left a scout to cap and pushed right in with that Uber. They want to get as many picks as they can with it, starting off trying to get V down. It does go down. They have no heals. The Uber is over, but they're in a really good position here because they've got Alexandros up on the balcony, and they're able to just take these players out as they come out of spawn one by one. Walrix on Pyro is actually doing some work here, just setting people on fire. And now it looks like they're going to be able to get this cap. Really nice. clean push at the end there. Like, a nice momentum that they got after winning that exchange on second.
And I'm being told rip item servers.
That's
I don't know if I can
unfortunate.
verify this. I see gunboats, so I don't think the item servers are actually down, but
They were
maybe
having
Jets
some
is
problems
just
yesterday.
Yeah. Something
Okay. I was seeing some issues with item servers yesterday as well, so it happens. Alright, looks like we're going into this mid. Blue team coming in on the right-hand side, trying to see if they can get any spam off onto the demo man, but Hedgehog Hero manages to evade them, and they're just going to start taking ground, blue team, as they're bombing into red. And Walrex trades with another soldier, and it looks like red team is just going to win that DM battle and walk right on through to second point.
Such a fast bomb from Alexandros. Does manage to get a little bit of damage there for Jets to come in and clean it up, but now Prograde has met up with his medic and he will be defending him. So no medic pick for them. Earthworker are going to be respawning shortly, and not even mid finished cap yet. So second might even be contested here. I don't think they're that ballsy, especially with still being one down, but they can work their way in through lobby, and it's a little bit over aggressive, I think, from the Shiny Mareep fan. They're going to actually manage to grab Earthworker with this aggressive Uber, but B and crew are behind, ready to fight, but they are kind of split here, and they might get pincered as a result.
They might, but they still have Uber, so there it gets popped off, and... Ooh, they lost Alex. Now they're only 3 up. This actually could be really good for Shiny Mareep fan, as the blue team is just running away. They get their spawns, but not soon enough. Everybody ran back to spawn instead of defending the point, and red team just walked on it.
So, very solid last push. They kept the aggression up, which is good. Didn't get punished for it, and I think that was the main difference there. DoublePlus could have done a little bit more there to make sure they didn't all crumble during the opposition. So we'll see how things unfold in this next mid, as Hedge gonna be taking a little bit of early damage from Earthworker, who managed to get there a little bit faster. Managed to get the first sticky. A lot of high ground being taken by the DoublePlus crew, but they're gonna lose Walrex, who's out on his own on the left side, and Earthworker gets piped by Hedge. So with no demo man aggression, it's going to be really hard to hold on to this, especially because the high ground is much easier to hold on to. Bosico going to try and win this 1v2, moving up the heels as well. Prograde jumped in, gets pistoled down by Shiny, and there's the cleanup onto Bosico. It's escaping out through the choke. I think V's going to be getting out with it. They've been doing pretty good about, you know, when they lose the fight, they don't get out quite in time. Like, you'd think they'd get punished for it, but they manage to escape every time, so it works out.
Yeah, and they're doing this just like they did before. They're rolling right into second. They should be able to do something if they can get an early pick off of this, but blue team's gonna think about re-pushing here. It really looks like they're thinking about it. Alex and Walrex are poking. They've got shutter door on door 1 open. It looks like they're strongly considering it. Walrex is prepping for a jump, and he bombs in. They use their Uber to shove them out of second, but yeah, that was really unfortunate. They weren't even able to get the cap off of that. So they're actually pushing into mid even, and Alexandros is behind them. It looks like he's contemplating a medic bomb, and yep, he's getting onto V, but he's not dead yet. Is he gonna get the pick? They take care of Alexandros before V goes down, so blue team victorious on this one. And they're just gonna shove him back onto their own second there.
Yeah, very unfortunate Alexandros beef there. He made the right idea to jump blindly, but he pre-fired the first rocket and didn't connect with anything, so then V managed to just do a little bit of an advance, survive. So now, sitting with small Uber disad, not enough to really make a difference here, I don't think. But we'll see if they decide to push on it, because they know it was a late pop. They might be calling for it. They do have the Uber ready, so they're going to be jumping in really fast, but Nazara goes down, a little bit overextended. They do manage to pick up Earthworker, so no demo man to stuff this choke. The rest of the Shiny crew can make their way in. Alexandros picks up Prograde at the choke. Nice little juggle there. So we'll see if they can finish this cap off very nicely before the counter comes in. It's coming in immediately, even though they don't have a demo, and I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. Alexandros wins a 1v1 against Walrex before getting taken down by Bosico. And now V gets taken down here, so it looks really good here for Shiny Mareep fan.
And Alex trying there to get a flank kill on XBS, but that was not successful. And there is a back cap going on right now. Bosico is on the red cap, trying to see if he can get it blocked, but they weren't able to block the middle point, so that was unsuccessful.
Yeah, very close attempt from Earthworker and crew. They got on the point, but just couldn't quite stay alive. It's really hard, especially if you don't have any buffs to work with. He does manage, actually, Bosico manages to pick up Alexandros just before losing his life, so we'll see how that comes into effect. One less soldier to worry about in this last push, and there was also the matter of the scout being all the way at mid. They are going to start working their way in. They have this Uber. They're one down. We'll see how this affects their push. They need to get an early frag here, and we'll see how it takes down. Oh, XBS drops to the Walrex, who finally comes in form. Shows what he can do for this team. He manages to get the drop with a fully charged body shot. Swaps back off and now gets into the fray. Takes down Jets as well. This is looking really good. This is the turnaround they need to take this further. They did lose V. That was practically a full wipe, and Alexandros is barely escaping.
Yeah, I mean, that was a really good last hold on their part. Like, it was kind of more of a sloppy push than anything else, to be honest. Like, it doesn't surprise me that they were able to hold out as well as they did. So it really, like, even without their medic, they should be in pretty strong position right now. They don't really have that much disad, and it looks like they're building the heck out of it anyway. So I don't think this is going to be disastrous for them. Like, if red team decides to push in, I think they're going to run into the same problem. I think it's a matter of they get used to rolling right in. They're not expecting blue team to fight back at all. So when they do, it's a complete surprise, and everyone stays in and dies. Yep. Hopefully...
Classic mistake.
Yeah. Hopefully they'll learn from that, and we'll see them do that. But, you know, they are up 2 rounds, so I guess they have the right to be a little bit cheeky.
Yeah, they're going to be going for something really cheeky here. An Uber pop with a double bomb, sticky bomb, from Hedge. He's going to be throwing stickies and doesn't connect a single thing. V does, though, get taken down with the follow-up bomb. This is good use of their Uber advantage, but we're not going to see much else done with the way of this Uber because they used it right out the gate. And so now all these players are crumbling. That was the one downside of this play, and it worked out in small ways, but it didn't work out in the big ways. And they're going to lose all their players except for Shiny, who's retreating very cautiously out of IT. Alex going to be meeting around the corner. He knows he's hiding there. He's going to look around, and 2 shots come out. Shiny takes that 1v1, and poor Earthworker is going to have to retreat and meet up with the rest of their team to defend second.
Yeah, that was unfortunate with that Walrex bomb onto XBX, sorry, onto XBX. Like, they totally could have saved that. It was a great bomb. They took the medic down immediately, but when Walrex came in with the flank bomb to take the medic down, no one was able to stop him. So, like, he killed a few people, and with that distraction, his team was able to come in and finish off the rest of the players. So there wasn't anyone left to fight at that point, and that was just a shame. Like, if they had taken Walrex down, I don't think any of that would have happened. They would have been able to keep the second point.
Things are now, once again, kind of leveling out. We do have one little caveat, which is Jets, the sniper. He's going to be trying to make a play here with Prograde, who's around the edge ever so slightly. He knows he's got to be careful here. He doesn't know there's a sniper, but that angle is right there. However, Jets has rotated over to Sewer. Not seeing anything in his sight line. Bosico might meet up with an unexpected surprise. He calls it out for his team, so they know they're dealing with the sniper. And there it is. The shutter's completely open, and their flank is covered by Mr. Nazara, who actually managed to get the pick with a little help of the pistol from Shiny. Alexandra, meanwhile, over in the IT, loses a 1v2, and so that's going to even the playing field for just a moment.
Yeah, and they're really, Jets is just trying to stay alive at this point. Like, he didn't really have the space to be able to do what he wanted there, and that was unfortunate for him because he missed out on the opportunity to, you know, get a little +2. But he's going to be creeping pretty close to choke here, and he's got an eye on it. Walrex is going to jump him just to show him that he can't have all the space he wants, but I'm interested to see. Walrex has been doing a lot of really interesting flanks this game. Like, I'm keeping my eye on him a lot of the time because he's getting some good bombs and some good distraction plays on them. And so I'm really curious, like, what the pressure of that will do to samiface.
Especially because with that pick onto Shiny himself, Walrex is going to come in, juggle Jets in the air, and take him down with a clean air shot. And now they know he's behind. He's got practically full health, and he comes in, immediately drops the medic with 2 rockets. Walrex is unstoppable right now. That was just very poor play from samiface.
Yeah, they were really spread out there, which is really strange because they had been holding really close to choke, and then they all spread out, and that was just really unfortunate. No one saw it coming. No one was watching IT, and you can't not watch IT when you're stopping that mid block. Like, that was a great play from Walrex.
Jets trying to take the hero shot. Does connect onto Earthworker. Won't do much more than just 150 because it was a quick scope. But now we're seeing the aggression from DoublePlus just flooding through the sewers right now. Gonna create a lot of ground here. No soldiers to really worry about, actually, as it turns out. Alexandra's all the way at mid, and the sniper's trying to make something happen here from the battlements. But it's all crumbling because Shiny grabs 2 of his own, and Nazara and Alexandros grab 3 between them. And then the final shot from Jets takes down Alex. So that's a full wipe from the aggression of Double Plus.
Yeah, they're going to be pretty quick to move on this. Like, the thing with Shiny is they've been able to capitalize off these little advantages, moving really quickly. But Hedgehog Hero overextends just a little bit and is out trying to block the forward spawn and trap the forward spawn and goes down. So they will be without a demo man blocking this point, and that's unfortunate because they know the other team is about to get all their spawns and is probably going to be considering a push in, but they have Uber, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, they're worried about that Uber. That hedge frag is just kind of slowing down the inevitable, so they can calm down and say, okay, how are we going to handle this Uber push coming in? Walrex decides to bomb in through the choke, gets some good damage on XBS, who's not afraid to pop. He is afraid to pop, rather. He's holding on for dear life, and the rest of his team is just picking up all these frags with no worries in the world. Earthwork does manage to pick up Jets. It's the only consolation before he goes down, and this Uber has caused a lot of trouble here. It's just Nazaro. The Pyro comes in, flailing about. He doesn't know that currently the way the flames work now, that's not as much damage as before, but he still picks up 3 with the posthumous burning kill. I hope he got the achievement for that one.
Man, I hate being on fire. That's the worst. That must have been really sad for those guys. Alexandros is still in lobby, but it looks like he's going to get the heck out of Dodge now as the team moves into lobby and sees where he's at. And the sniper still got his eye from sewer. They probably know about it. It's probably been called out, and he's going to be the last guy to walk in here, really hoping he doesn't have to get shot in the head. Nazara's in on his own, doesn't get anything. That's unfortunate also. So once again, we're back to the one pick apiece trading here and there. But red team is playing scared. They're going to hold the back of their choke, and blue team, it looks like, is going to try to walk on in. They're building the last of this Uber, actually. They're trying to see if they can get the last of this Uber and just walk the Uber in through IT, which is what's about to happen. Red team's prepared for it. And the bomb comes in.
Good prograde. He gets disconnected for just a moment, so he gets very low on health there. They only managed to pick up Nazara, and Alexandros, who's been playing the flanking, as I've noticed, is always getting behind at just the right time. He manages to pick off Walrex, so they know he's behind. He's not going to go for the cap. Instead, he's going to be trying to coordinate with their team. As they have the Uber, as they're coming in through this choke, we see Hedge throws some stickies at the feet of Earthworker, takes him down with relative ease. Brogate comes in, forces the Uber off, and Alexandros manages to catch V on the escape route through the choke, and he won't be able to escape. So now they have a huge Uber route to work with forward, as there's no heals to worry about against the enemy team, but Double Plus are not giving up yet. They've got a lot of players in position. Alex is he was around sewer, but he backed off. Walrex, though, going to be hiding inside of IT. He's managed to make the best decision possible. Everyone's rushing in through choke, and no one's going through flank, so he's going to be able to walk in onto this point and maybe get a frag for his team.
Yeah, he's been pretty good with the brain plays on the bombs here. Like, he's always positioning himself. Oh, Alexandros finds him out. It looks like they're going to have a little duel here in PC. And Alexandros runs away scared. He goes to get the health pack, and they take down Walrus in the meantime.
Yeah, that's the caster's the kiss of death, caster's curse. You say it's going to happen, and then it just doesn't.
I'll just never say anything complimentary about anyone ever again. Ooh.
Meanwhile, this amazing bomb, which is getting stuffed by all the pipe spam from Earthworker, is going to be mitigated. And they're still going to manage to pick up a frag on a Bosico in the panic room. Jets having a field day over here on the right side, takes some pot shots, grabs Walrex on the landing, and that'll be the end of that round. Just a quick push, quick frags, quick cap.
Yeah, that was really like some crucial picks they got really quickly. I mean, Jets got that headshot, and then they were able to come in, take down the heavy in heaven almost immediately. And then the medic went down. At that point, it's free frags at that point. Really nice, clean push.
Things are unfolding at this next mid with Earthworker getting a little aggressive here. Picks up his health pack, keeps over the edge, and Alexandra sneaks in behind. Prograde trying to do the billboard bomb. Doesn't connect with it, but they still manage to hold on to the high ground. Alexandra's keeping a good tight rein on that health pack. Meanwhile, the rest of Double Plus are holding on to their side of the mid, trying to work their way forward. They don't have their demo to work with now, but they have a lot of damage that needs to be followed up here. And now, finally, Bosico and his scout partner Alex are working their way around here, grabbing a couple picks of their own. Prograde still alive, picks up the health pack. He can follow up quickly. I'm seeing a little bit of a pause here. This is a proper pause, not a server breakdown.
Yeah, no, he's bicycling in the air. That's the...
Yeah, he's got the unicycle practice in full force right now. He's got a very unfortunate rocket placement from what I can see, but you know, that's just the name of the game, you know. You gotta own it. You know, you gotta show the size of your rocket if you wanna scare people away.
Pause time is great, you know, because you never know how long it's going to last, and both teams have 90% Uber, so it's been an interesting mid. Can we talk a little bit about what happened to Hedgehog Hero there? Because I saw him die out on the blue side alone while Jets and Shiny were back with the medic. What do you think was the reason for that?
So when those scouts, you know, Vosico and Alex were kind of playing around their medic there, that's you said it right. The people were overcommitted, is what I can guess, because you know I see Hedge's sticky bomb launcher sitting on the ground over there on the enemy side, and when you're overcommitted and you don't have your scouts, look at Jets and Shiny, they're 185 each and they're backing out. You know they've been babysitting their medic on the choke practically this entire mid if that's the case. And you know you got to commit with your heals. You got to get your players in if you want to follow up on the distraction, and they didn't. So these scouts, Vosico and Alex, were able to just sit comfortably, take their heals, work their way around the bombers, and stave them off.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I like to make up songs during pauses, you know?
Oh, dude, that's... Let's talk about the fact that this guy has an... Oh, no! Time over. Let's go. We do see...
Man, I wanted to make up a song.
Yeah, no, that's the final thread is... God, no, not Sammy. Anything but Sammy sing.
What are you gonna do about it? Alright, both teams are about to have Uber. This is gonna get interesting. My HUD is broken.
Yeah, but we know they both have Uber. And I see Walrex is on that spy, walking in through the choke. He's gonna be doing some plays here for their team. I mean, this is the time to do it, honestly. I mean, he's shown it once or twice, I think, so far in this match. But oh no. How did that? Alex just saw Walrex pick up the ammo pack and didn't see anything about it. He was like, oh, that's normal. So they don't even know they have a spy, and now they're gonna lose their player to it.
Yeah, he's sneaking up onto the second point. He's
over.
Fixing to stab the medic, and the medic goes down. That's a +2 for Walrex. Nicely done. He's still there. He's thinking about taking a duel here, but Hedgehog Hero spots him out. I'm wondering if he's planning to escape or continue fighting here. He's kind of got some freedom to walk around. Hedgehog Hero's just chucking pipes in the general direction, hoping he hits him, but he's not able to get a headshot onto Hedgehog, unfortunately. But his team is going to cap the second point, which is great news for them.
Yeah, so they're gonna be finally getting a little bit of momentum their way. Walking in through this lobby, there's a sentry up. This is, I think, the first sentry we've actually even seen. And they're gonna start taking it down. There it is, Walrex giving his life for that sentry pick. I mean, that's about all as much as you can do right for now. They're going to be getting a lot of damage here, but Prograde disconnects from the Uber, and he goes down. So now they don't even have the damage because Earthworker's backing out through the rollout, and the rest of the crew are also escaping through this lobby. Vosico trying to hold them back as long as possible for the rest of the team to respawn, but the fast bomb from Alexandros will not be stopped, and he picks up B just as he was getting out. I'm understanding that apparently our camera guy was disconnected from the server, but we're still seeing action here. Double Plus have backed up to their mid. We've got some players, namely the soldiers inside of sewer, trying to kill Jets. They do pick them off, but the rest of the combo I've pushed in as well, and they're going to grab Walrex as well as Prograde. So with those two soldiers down, it's very easy to just walk into the choke. There is so little to fear. It's just a sticky trap, and what they don't know is Alex, the sniper, takes the shot from the forward spawn and picks off Nazara. So Alexandros also going down means no soldiers, and there's a scout behind. It's Vosico, who's still on a 6-kill streak, manages to sneak his way around and walks right into a sticky traps right behind him at the choke. He was walking backwards, so he couldn't see those stickies, but things have equalized out, and now there's a weird numbers exchange going on here where one team is basically uber full, but they need to wait for the respawn. So we're going to see a little bit of an aggression here coming out from DoublePlus.
Yeah, and I think they're not just, push right into mid with that Uber, and Hedgehog Hero took the Uber. They haven't been able to get any picks off it yet. Shiny goes down, and so does Nazra, and this is looking bad all of a sudden for Shiny. They lose Jets, and they're just going to get out of this as quickly as possible. Hedgehog stays alive, and XBS is just trying to get back into spawn, see if he can stay alive. And they're just going to roll right into second and try and bomb them out. Hedgehog goes down to that bomb, so does Alexandro, so XBS was left completely alone, but he does survive with his 11% Uber, so, thank goodness for that.
Yeah, the heals are the main help that's coming out from that. The heavy sitting inside the spawn door getting healed up. Earthworker, once again, a little bit overextended, not getting healed. Does manage to get Ubered finally, so he doesn't go down, but Prograde, just the same. Not connected to that heal beam, goes down. No committing from the rest of DoublePlus. They're really letting their players out to dry, and losing Vosico to the timeout is really not going to help them. He's disconnected from the server, and now what was going to be their last chance really to pull out a win is now looking a little bit meager, to say the least.
It's really unfortunate, and the timing of the spawns on red side didn't help either. I mean, they just got their spawns at fantastic time, so they were all there and ready to fight, and just pick them off one by one. So Vosico is hiding in PC as the medic walks in. It looks like he's gonna jump in and try and see if he can get a pick off, but he goes down on the flank. Meanwhile, Hedgehog here is bombing on mid and dies immediately, but they're gonna go ahead and pop that Uber anyway, see if they can clean up. Ooh, Alex goes down. Prograde goes down. They got a lot of good stuff with that Uber, so the death of Hedgehog Hero didn't affect them too badly.
Walrix, still hiding in sewer though, can do something here. He had the chance before and he missed it. The forward spawn camping is actually coming out. Earthworker trying to peek here. Finally, they waited for it to cap off, and now they're gonna have to back spawn. They lose 2 in the process, and Walrix comes to the rescue, tries to bomb, but doesn't manage to get it right this time. Misses his opportunity, and XBS manages to avoid death. But we do see a point-blank XBS and Alex going toe-to-toe. The scope was up, but you can't really do much when I'm X right in your face. So takes him down, and now it's going to be a 4-0 with 2 minutes on the clock, Sammy. I think it's safe to say that we're going to see a victory here from the 5hinymareepfan.
Yeah, they've just been executing really well, and I really love that rocket into the face of Earthworker. I think should technically count as an air shot if both players are in the air, even if they're right in front of each other's faces. That'll be a fun one to replay. Just a fun little midi there. But as we're going on to this mid, it should be the last mid of the match. Red team knows they got this. They're playing a little safe. They don't really need to push over. Watching for the bombs as they come in, and Prograde isn't really getting anything. It looks like he's just going to try to shove out Jets and Hedgehog here, but he's going to go down as the team collapses on him. And Alex then tries to jump it. See, this is so many players going in one by one trying to get a pick on the medic. And if you don't all do it at the same time, don't do it at all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's exactly right. And that's kind of been the story here with a lot of these players. They're just a little bit overcommitted to a fight and not having the support they need to finish it up, because, nothing is better than a soldier that jumps behind, even if it's just like right at the choke. Someone behind is a distraction, and that opens the door. Meanwhile, Alexandros doing a lot of work there with some air shots to deal with Earthworker. Does manage to clean him off in the end. Jets also picks up a headshot and throws in the SMG for a little bit of a mix-up here. He's going guns blazing, gets immediately meat shot as soon as the Uber flashes off, and this medic is not giving up. Does manage to get taken down though, but Alexandros still on the point. Takes down B, and the scouts roll in to make it a clean 5-0 for the 5hinymareepfan versus DoublePlus. So congratulations, they're going to be moving on.
Yeah, that was, they really wanted it. You can't let the game end at a 4-0. You got to hit it before the end of that clock. And they managed to pull that off. That was pretty good. We saw a really good fight from DoublePlusGood. It doesn't feel like a 5-0 when you see a game like that, because Walrix and Vosico were doing some real work. Like, it really felt like they were going to be able to get some stuff with that, and they had some really good opportunities. I mean, it was anyone's game for the first half, definitely.
Yeah, it was going back and forth, and there was a lot of times there they could have taken that opportunity, but what I've been seeing with the last 2 matches we covered is it's really hard for these teams to push past second. I think we saw maybe one last attempt overall from DoublePlus in that entire exchange, so that just kind of speaks more to the defensive strength, or even just offensive strength, from, Shiny Mareep fans. They just don't give up. They don't let up. And when they do let up, eventually they find the chance to push back in, and they won 5-0. So overall, it worked out for them.
Yeah. I think this is definitely like even though they lost, I would still say Walrix is MVP of that game personally. Like just doing so much work like that
That
as a
sniper
flanker.
body
I mean,
shot drop, and then just everything. There was so much happening with that one mid where he got jets, and then he jumped around and then got the medic drop. Oh man, it was all beautiful.
yeah, it was incredible. Like he was doing work the whole time, just working on the brain plays on the flank, and really impressive. Like I was really excited to watch him play, and curious to see what he would do next. Pretty much the whole game. So shout out to Walrex.
The African king.
Yeah. King of, was it the Zimbabwe TF2 scene? Really?
Premier scene, yeah.
Yeah.
So
do we have vlogs?
Yeah, I don't know. I actually saw because Bot Mode was here and he was in the Interview Me channel, and like that would have been a great opportunity to kind of pull him in and say, hey, so what you guys looking forward to for the rest of the thing? But no, he left, so now we don't have Bot Mode to ask. So there goes that 5-minute time waster.
Yeah. Well, yeah, as we move forward, I think some of the EU teams are going to be losing. Well, I think the last EU team left, I suppose, is all the stars have a reason, but I think they're losing some people just getting later in the day. So it should be interesting. But next up will be semis. 2 games left in this tournament. 4 teams.
Yeah, and we'll be seeing the follow-up of Shiny Mareepfan versus one of those other teams in the bottom. I say the bottom of the bracket, but that's just the orientation of it. At the lower part of the bracket, the bottom half of the bracket I saw is going to be Shiny Mareep and whoever won the last game. There were 2 teams we didn't know the name of. Who was it again, Console? I'm being told. Gucci Gang.
Gucci Gang.
Gucci
and they're
Gang
going to be playing Shiny Mareepfan next up, so it should be interesting.
And then over on the other side of semis, I'm going to assume it's going to be Freya versus your team. All them stars have a reason. I think it's safe to say.
No, something happened. I'm not sure. Something happened where they were being denied. I wasn't able to play because I was casting, so I think that caused them some problems. So unfortunately, I think I ruined their run by casting. That is.
Wow, yeah. Because, yeah, we're seeing Midnight Society versus Freya Tech on the top half, and then Shiny Mareepfan with Goop Chi-Gang. Now I've seen it. Goop Chi-Gang. That'll be our next up, so...
Not to be confused with the ETF2L Gucci Gang.
Yes, this is NA, and I'm assuming because of the name, they have someone with the Goop tag, or something to that effect.
I forgot that existed. That's a thing.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of for why that name exists.
All right, well, maybe we should wrap it up and let the next guys get in here to get ready for the semifinals.
Yeah, we were just the precursor guys. We were just the dessert before dinner.
Really good warm-up show. Really good.
The meat and potatoes are next, folks. So we hope you've enjoyed us. We've enjoyed it ourselves. It's been a fun time with flying kukris and kills with that from bot mode, and then seeing some great classic TF2 amidst losing 5-0 from players such as Walrex and Vosico. So we hope you guys enjoyed, and stick around. DJ Console will carry you through before our next game.